Phoenix, contact the Purifiers. I would speak to them. Executor Clolarian, you have awoken during the Firstborn's darkest hour. You have shown us that the Purifiers are a mighty force that could turn the tide of this war. I ask you now to honor your sacred charge as Templar and fight beside your brethren as you did before.
You are no different than the Conclave. Once again, you try to control us.
No. I wish to make amends for our past failures. I have fought battles alongside one of you. Phoenix, the one you are linked with. The Conclave feared your kind, but they are no more. I know you are true Templar. I have seen it. I ask that we stand as one, or none of us shall stand at all.
I will counsel with the others.
They are deliberating.
If we are to follow, we would ask the entity Phoenix to speak for us. There is much about this time we do not yet understand. But as long as you hold to your word, Hierarch, the Purifiers shall join the Firstborn.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
I'll have enough time for one more mission this stream. Let's see what Alarak has to say.
This errand of yours has been a waste of our time. We should leave for Slain.
The Purifiers will be a useful addition to our forces. I would hardly call this an errand.
Yes, but as we already discussed, you chose to give them freedom, hoping that they will do as you command.
Do not presume to lecture me about my decisions, Tal'Darim.
But I so enjoy our exchanges.
I like him, because he's a total prick. Okay. Oh, you have something to say.
Amon's presence within the Kala grows stronger. He is becoming harder to resist.
You risk much for this, Rohana.
He believes all suffering, all conflict, results from the Xel'Naga's infinite cycle. That it must end.
Yes, he has made this clear.
But you see only the surface. Underneath, a silent hatred roils within him. A prideful resentment that would see all worlds burn. The hybrid are the true face of Amon. He wishes not only for the Xel'Naga's creations to be set aside, but for them to suffer.
I think it's time for your haircut, don't you think?
We have achieved an incredible feat, friend Phoenix.
Phoenix. I have been thinking more upon that name. It is the moniker of another. I do not believe I should use it any longer. I am not he.
Phoenix was the bravest warrior I have ever known. He faced terrible odds and emerged victorious. Slayed enemies the likes of which most cannot even comprehend. And yet, you have proven to be of equal bravery. He would have been honored that a warrior such as you bore his name. And so am I.
Your words honor me, Hierarch. But one day, I must find my own path and my own name.
You should just rewrite Phoenix in lead speak.
I have been analyzing the Purifier bodies en masse. Their systems function more effectively when in proximity to each other. Outlying protocols can be offloaded to unoccupied cores.
What does any of that mean, Karax?
Their data web was designed to replicate the sense of the Kala. They are connected to each other.
Interesting.
Yes, however, it is a synthetic representation. There is no emotional wave.
The engineers who built them could not imagine how they could ever be seen as Protoss without the light of the Kala. If only our ancestors could see us now.
We got some solar Rite to spend. Okay, so there is a new ability here, or well, abilities if I choose to unallocate some to get them. So let's see, what do we have? Matrix Overload. All friendly units gain a 25% bonus to movement speed and a 50% bonus to attack speed while positioned within a pylon's power field. Okay. Oh, this is a passive ability. Okay, so this is always active then. That's good. All of these are passives? Yeah, all of these are passives. Okay. So this is essentially just repairing. Okay, Matrix Overload seems to be a fine addition. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll just allocate the rest to Solar Rite. Yeah, I know I have unallocated ones, but I don't really feel any of these. I mean, deploying Phoenix would be better than Mass Recall, but I don't have 100 to spend yet.
What trivial task awaits us now?
Zenith, yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing. Okay, let's go to Slain. Let's deal with what he wants to do.
It brings me great joy that the Purifiers have chosen to join the Daylom. But there is still the matter of the Tal'Darim. Siding with Alarak is indeed a risk. Tassadar, old friend, what would you do? Zeratul, would you have me take such a chance? The answer matters little. If this alliance can weaken Amon's armies, then it is a chance that must be taken.
Okay, we get Void Rays from this. That's a unit I actually find useful.
It is an armada.
Behold the Death Fleet under Amon's command, poised on laying waste to all life in the sector.
Then we had best act swiftly.
Rakshir. Usurpation by ritual combat cannot be rushed. Its rites demand careful preparations if they are to be accepted.
We are in orbit above a hostile world with an imposing fleet, and you speak of preparation?
I intend to depose Malash, the ruler of an entire people, and bring them under my thrall. You will aid me, and in return, I will remove the Tal'Darim from this conflict. That was our bargain. To do this, the ritual must be carried out as tradition demands.
This bargain grows less appealing by the moment.
Oh good, you have something else to say.
I wish to know more about this Rakshir, your ritual combat.
To understand Rakshir, you must first understand the sacred chain of ascension that ultimately links to Amon. Each of us is shackled to his will, and to the will of he who is in the link above. And yet, there is a way to ascend. By blade and blood, any Tal'Darim can usurp the position of the one above his station. It is through this ritual that Amon's ascendants are assured to be the most capable to carry out his will.
Then Malash is the most powerful of your people?
He is considered so, but he has yet to face me.
Let's see if there are new
Our
conversations.
scouts are reporting the Dominion is attempting to fight back the Golden Armada. Despite their efforts, multiple systems have fallen.
These purifiers have joined our army, Hierarch. It seems they are willing to serve you. For now.
Okay, so what does the Mirage do?
I answer the call.
it seems that all of these starfighter units are very much more support oriented or harassers than they are individual combat units. And harassing units can be useful, but
It is a good day, Zutsai.
not all that much really. I prefer a unit that can just hold its own rather than as harasser.
There are things I understand about the Tal'Darim. Their zeal, their desire to appease their god. What I cannot understand is why Amon would cast aside his loyal allies so easily. Why he would betray their sacred trust and treat them as fodder.
I have felt his grand ambitions, Artanis. The dark truth is, Amon wishes no allies, aside from his hybrid. He believes he's ending a cycle of violence, but he only brings about an eternity of abomination.
Are you lost?
I've been analyzing the Tal'Darim's war machines. Their technology is cloned from Kalai designs. Aside from the construction materials, there is little deviation. How is this feat possible?
There have always been legends of vessels that set out into the cosmos and never returned. Of attack forces gone missing.
I have heard these stories. Whispers of angry spirits of our past that strike when you are most vulnerable. Imagine if all this time we have been fighting an unknown war against the Tal'Darim.
It would explain a great deal.
How sad. They are thieves, never knowing the joys of their own invention. How despicable.
In order to invoke the challenge of Rakshir, preparations must be completed, as the decrees of old describe. Ready your warriors. Malash will surely attempt to interfere.
He didn't actually tell us anything about those preparations though. He just keeps saying that we need to make preparations, and that it's a combat, like ritualistic combat, but he didn't actually say anything about what those preparations entail. You know, if you want somebody to achieve something, you would tell them what you expect them to do. Preferably in something like, you know, a mission briefing.
These are Malash's guardians. I need you to eliminate them before I proceed.
If it must be done. Wait, what is that strange fog?
Terazine. It flows in cycles from the chasms of slain, bringing us closer to the void. Amon's forces will be able to manifest until the flow subsides. They do not possess their full power here, yet they will strike at your base ruthlessly.
I thought you promised an assured victory, Alarak.
You enjoy a challenge, do you not?
Very well. My forces will pursue the Guardians while it is clear. When the Terazine flows, we must endure the onslaught.
Right, so again, this particular gimmick, where there are times
The
where I can...
Terazine will rise shortly, my warriors. Be vigilant.
So there are times when I can attack and times when I need to stay in defense.
Void rays can now be warped in at our Stargate. They are ideal for intercepting foes in the battle ahead.
Well done, Phase Smith. We will make good use of them.
Yeah, I was not gonna comment on that, but yes, even their planet is called Slain. I always said that Star Wars was the king of silly names, but Starcraft has it beat when it comes to silly names. Even Warcraft didn't have so many silly names as this game has.
The veil between this world and the void is lifting. Amon's forces will arrive soon. I'm listening.
I guess this position will be okay. Make some defenses here.
You have not enough minerals.
Yes, I do. Don't lie. How about you go?
Base crystal charge. You're at full power.
No! Some waste of resources there.
We meet the enemy in battle. Guide my blade.
You have not enough minerals.
The Guardians stand watch over the shrines. Kill them slowly and painfully.
My people will fight with honor, even when we are fighting for you. But first, we must establish our defenses.
Right, so I'm still missing a few structures that I need. I don't think it matters which of these I go after first.
Hierarch, I was able to scan the Tal'Darim motherships in this region. They are carrying shipments of Solarite. I don't think Alarak would mind if we liberated them.
Try not to make it so that units can actually pass through there. Robotics facility, where am I gonna put you? How about this? 3 units? This as well. troops to do a little bit of attacking. At least before Terazine rises up, which will be in 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes, but... Go for that later. I have to go back to the base as I'm gonna be attacked very soon.
A shame you'll have no time to enjoy it with Amon's forces coming after you.
Just don't know which side they're gonna come from. I'm guessing this time it's gonna be from this side. Minutes and 30 seconds. I have to survive this fog now. Yeah, as I thought. Oh, it's from both sides this time. And a few of these.
Is under attack.
Okay, 45 seconds before I can go on the assault.
Upgrade complete.
This is going well.
Fog is fading. What better time is there to slay my enemies?
Okay, so let's see if we can reach that optional objective now from here.
Your warriors have engaged
Prismatic core online.
Behold the the strength of the Chosen. So
The strength of the Chosen just got annihilated. Oh,
Tal'Darim
let's
ships
see.
are heading towards our Nexus, Hierarch.
Bring them down!
Okay, so I should probably not
In the name
neglect this. I don't know how big that supposed fleet is, so let's not play around with that little red dot, since I don't know what it is. Could be a transport ship, it could be something much worse. Could be carriers.
I fight on.
It's a transport ship and a couple of fighters. Alright, that's taken care of.
Triumph is at hand.
So what were we doing?
Boldly.
Oh, you're gonna go through the shortcut, huh? Okay.
So be it.
Yeah, I figured there was gonna be a base here. A base could be built here.
Prismatic core online.
You call upon me. In the name of the many. As the shadows arise. Triumph is at hand. Very well. So be it.
We have destroyed a Tal'Darim mothership.
Excellent. Only one remains.
Of the many.
Upgrade complete.
I should probably destroy this one as well, since I'm so close.
Triumph is at hand.
How about an airstrike?
Your power is greater than we believed, Firstborn. Another Guardian has fallen. What a thrilling sight.
If it is so thrilling, why not join us?
Well, I must save my strength to face Malash, of course. The fog gathers, Artanis. Make your preparations if you are so inclined.
Okay, so I got two enemies.
The enemy in
Oh.
battle.
I don't think I'm gonna reach the base in time, but I do have total recall. So for once, the recoil will be useful. Where are all my units? Uh-huh, there they are.
As the shadow.
Actually, instead of the big boy, how about we get some small boys?
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Boldly.
could actually invest into air units since I am using some of the air units.
Base is under attack.
Oh, it's actually mass recall. But yeah, Total Recall is that movie. I've actually seen it, rewatched it recently.
Our pylon is under attack.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind if this one gets particularly destroyed. That's fine. I only set it up there temporarily anyway. More to... Nope, go away. Don't like that.
You must construct additional pylons.
Ah, yes.
So be it. Fog is fading. What better time is there to slay my enemies?
Okay. Time to move ahead.
I fight on.
Enemy ships have set a course for our nexus. Thank you, Hierarch. I shudder to think of what they were planning to do with it.
Sure what's gonna be presenting itself here. Ah, these guys. I don't actually think I'm gonna be needed here, but since they have transports and all, probably should invest a bit into getting rid of them. Now let's get back to the task at hand.
The fallen still serve.
Okay, so that description lied to me. The Annihilator does not attack air units. Only his ability attacks air units. I just didn't understand what you were saying at the time, I guess. I misunderstood you.
You know little of Alarak, or you would not aid him. Oh, what glorious deaths. You do well to promote my cause, Artanis.
I only hope that is true.
I fight on. I have returned. Boldly. Adun Toritas.
You must construct additional pylons.
darkness. As the shadow.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to that last one before the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to survive one more wave. I'm not gonna reach that last one in 30 seconds because I have to go all the way around, don't I? Where's the path to it? The center, I suppose?
Do you sense it? Terazine. A shame you'll have no time to enjoy it with Amon's
through here.
forces coming after you.
And through here. Okay.
Our pylon is under attack.
That's okay. I just built a new one. Oh no, they are good units, and I can't actually use that ability here.
Base is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
I'm expecting an attack. There they are.
Base is under attack.
So be it.
What, it's a... Filer? Or what's the name of it? Okay, just 17 more seconds. I think that was the last attack. We can proceed.
The Terazine fumes are gone. Continue your hunt, Artanis.
Upgrade complete.
The fallen still serve.
Oh, you have one of these, huh?
In the name of the many. For ire.
Let's do a bit of
Enemy ships have set a course for our nexus.
gonna get a couple of units there. That's it.
You will stand against a god?
That's it.
You go to your death, Alarak. The Dark God will destroy you. I have heard enough of his lies.
Your ritual is complete. What now?
Well, they were not part of the ritual, but these traitors would have aided Malash in it, and I wish to see them die. Now the time has come. High Lord, hear me. I invoke the right of Rakshir. Fight me according to our laws, or die a coward. We meet in combat at daybreak. You shall have your challenge.
Thank you, thank you. Ah, yeah, so pretty much the same like the Terran mission where you had to survive the nights. You're supposed to go out in the fog. So this one is easy if you actually go in the fog. I was actually bearing the attacks. Got that 20 extra soul rate and the void ray is unlocked.
I am going to make this clear. The Templar are not a weapon you can wield as you wish. We are not here to slay your enemies under false pretenses. Deceive me again, and this alliance of ours comes to an end.
Slaying Malash's guardians fulfilled more than one purpose. Once the High Lord lies dead at my feet, none will challenge my rule. After all these years, my victory is nearly at hand. I feel his concern, Artanis. He knows that I'm coming for him.
Malash.
No. Amon. Through the breath of creation, I peer beyond the veil. Oh, yes, I feel his rage washing over me. He knows I no longer fear him. He knows that the Tal'Darim have no collar for him to control. I will turn the Chosen against him.
Do not assume you are already victorious, Alarak. Do not let the Terazine cloud your judgment. You have a battle to win first.
The battle is already won. In my mind's eye, I have delivered the killing blow in 1,000 ways.
From my experience, overconfidence is your opponent's greatest ally. Do not let yours aid Malash.
Spoken as one who welcomes defeat.